Do you think you wanted to start directing because it gave you even more of a sense of accomplishment?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Is that a weird question? But does that make any sense?
No, it does make sense. I wanted to. I wanted to fail on my own terms because I had gone through some movies where I was like, I don't like this, I don't agree with this. But you got to do how it's like playing a football team, whatever. You got to run the plays that the coach sets up. You know what I mean? They're gonna run a draw play, get the ball and turn around and run a sweep right because they're not blocking that way. You know what I mean? It's just that's not going to work, right? So that's how that whole art form is sort of structured by and large. And what I found was, I had a real strong sense of the way I wanted to do it. Yeah. And when it didn't work, when it worked, I didn't feel great because it wasn't me that had that feel. I didn't feel like I didn't feel proud of it. And when it didn't work, I just felt pissed off. Like, fuck, I didn't want to fucking do it. God damn, I didn't want to, I said it or I knew it. And that's a terrible feeling. So I'd rather fail on my own terms or succeed on my own terms. And that's where I kind of got into directing. And I wanted to do it even when I was younger. And I just didn't have the confidence. And at a certain point, I kind of had nothing to lose. And that was really what kind of gave me the courage to take that leap.
In the directing, you mean?
Yeah, because as an actor, I got real cold and had a couple of movies that didn't work. And then, all of a sudden it can be kind of over for you. That's why it's a tough business. Fuck yeah, man. There's no seniority, there's no tenure, there's no retirement, there's no gold watch. If your show doesn't work or your movie doesn't work and nobody wants to hire you, they're just gonna hire someone else. Yeah. There's 130,000 people in SAG and there's only 30,000 people that work every year, right? And then there's an even smaller amount of those roles where you have more than 2 lines. So it's very tough, right? And so if you're not, people aren't watching, they're not coming, or it's not interesting, see you later.